Part 2, sorry. That's what happens when you haven't heard from me in a while. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I did it twice last week. I'm fasting today. I'm probably going to do fasting Monday and Wednesday. And like I said, it's... And one of my friends actually is doing it today, and she's like, wow, I'm really hungry. But she did it. She started, let's see, what did she do? So she got up today. I think she started before she went to bed. So you choose what works for you. You basically go 24 hours. So you could have your breakfast, have your lunch, and then after lunch on, say, Monday, you decide to stop and start your fast at that point. So you would go until, say you had lunch and you finished at 1, then you would go until 1 o'clock the next day when you start eating. So whenever you think you're gonna have the most challenge, that's when you fast. For me, like I said, the hardest time is at night, in the afternoon. So for me, it works best for me to get up in the morning. I have kind of a good, solid breakfast, which means like I had a Trader Joe's bran muffin this morning with my coffee. And most of the time I'm so busy during the day with my work that I'm not necessarily gonna notice. I mean, yeah, I'm hungry right now, but you just kind of get through it. And again, I'm like, hey, it's one day. It's one day, I get through it, I can have, and I'm not sitting here going, tomorrow I'm gonna have, I think that's a temptation. That's the temptation, but see, that's the whole thing that all of us have to get out of, is like, I'm on a diet, I've got to do all of these weird things and manipulate so that I don't have that, like no carbs, or I don't want to do this, or I've got to have protein all the time. And the thing that I like, and he speaks to in this book, is it shouldn't be, you guys have heard me talk about this, it shouldn't be a scientific equation for us to eat our food every day. We shouldn't feel like we have to look at a clock and go, oh my gosh, it's 2 hours, and oh wait, I've got to measure my carbs, and I've got to measure exactly how many ounces of protein versus my brown rice that I have. I mean, we all know that works, but guess what? There's a million ways to get and stay lean. That's what started to get this mind shift in me, is I'm like, how am I reading all these blogs where there's these vegetarian girls, or maybe they're not vegetarian, but they just, tend to eat a lot of carbs, like bread or bagels or pita and hummus and all of this stuff that's supposedly, forbidden if you follow like a typical comp diet, which is all protein and green vegetables. You shouldn't have to look at an apple and feel bad about eating it. And I know this one girl that I used to work with, and she would have every single day for lunch, and I mean, this girl was like tiny. She just had a baby. I haven't seen her since then. But, every day she had for lunch like a turkey sandwich. She'd have turkey and cheese, and I would ask her, because she was like naturally thin. This girl here's never been naturally thin. My sister's naturally thin. I'm like, whatever. I got the curves. So I asked her, I'm like, what do you eat? And she's like, well, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's it. I don't snack, and I work out every day. So, there's not like one way to get and stay lean, but what's consistent across the board is staying under a certain amount of food. Whether it's calories or carbs or whatever, you cannot eat to your heart's content unless you're an insane like triathlete. I've seen some people like that where they actually have to. This guy Chris down in Pensacola, he actually had to eat pasta every few hours, or he would just, his body, he was a biker, not like a Harley biker, but he was a biker. He took his bike everywhere. He didn't own a car. So he would literally like bike to and from work, and then he would go, on, I don't know, 2 or 3 hour rides, and then he would weight train. So he's like, I literally, and he was complaining about this too. I wanted to shoot him. But he's like, I literally, if I don't eat every few hours, I will start losing so much weight that it's unhealthy. I'm like, and guess where I worked with him? This is when I worked at Olive Garden. So I'm at Olive Garden like trying to avoid every like 4th breadstick because we got to eat free breadsticks in between our shifts. And he's like, yeah, I lose weight if I don't eat like, 20 breadsticks a day. I'm like, I want to kill you right now. How does that happen? But anyway, so I just wanted to share with you guys, because I just couldn't wait, because some people were asking like what's going on, and I feel like I want to put it in my status, because I want to share with people. I don't think this is a crazy diet. The research seems sound. It's not telling you to do anything crazy, and I think it's very sound too, because he's not like, hey, go back the next day and, use your breakfast and just pig out. Don't sit there and fast on Tuesday and say, okay, Wednesday I'm going to get up, I'm going to have pancakes, and then I'm going to have this, no, eat normally. Just get up and have your breakfast and then start paying attention. And that's what Jackie was saying, is she's like, Kelly, I eat when I'm hungry. And if I'm not hungry at lunch, I'm not gonna eat. And why should that be a bad thing? Like, why should we get it in our minds like, oh, well, I have to eat lunch? No, I mean, who's pushing those messages out there? The food manufacturers, okay? Let's start to just be a little bit more simple, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. I'm not saying that this is right and so everybody else is wrong. I'm just saying, for me, I'd like to be able to live my life. I would like to be able to work out, get fit, but also if I'm invited to an event on a Tuesday night, you know, and I'm eating at 8 o'clock at night and I go over my calories, I want to be able to do that and not freak out. So I'm trying to like get to this place, and I feel like I'm there. I am not there in that I haven't lost all the fat I want to lose, but let me tell you, I am definitely losing, and I can see it now every day. When I put those pants on Friday night, I was blown away. When I put my workout clothes on today, I can see a difference every day. You know, the one place that I really want to lose it the most, the quickest, this area right under the bra strap. I'm telling you, that's like the slowest. It's driving me freaking nuts, but it's gonna happen. So I encourage you guys to check it out, do some research, read some of the reviews online. Haven't necessarily seen a bad review of this, but it's pretty interesting, and I'll put the link to Jackie's site where she interviews him too, so you can read that on her website as well. But I gotta tell you guys, for me, I was amazed how much easier it was than I thought. And number two, I definitely can see that when you fast, it helps you on the other days, because number one, you're much more aware of your hunger, and number two, you get fuller faster. I did notice that too. Like when I was having some stuff, I'm like, wow, I'm full already. And that's a good thing. So for me, it's a good thing. I can see me incorporating this as just kind of a way of eating long term. And also a good way to deal with, like, you know, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, that kind of stuff. You know, do a fast the day before, up your cardio or whatever. It's not anything crazy. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's it for Monday. I've already gone 17 minutes of your day, so I am sorry about that, but you know, that's all I gotta say. You guys have a good day. Cheers to me. It's the end of the I almost said evening and afternoon together. So I am going to get my workout in. I think I'm going to do some HIIT, Kathy's HIIT, and then I'm going to do that Tracy Effinger workout, because I didn't get to do that on Saturday. I was a naughty, naughty girl. But I was busy all weekend with babysitting and stuff like that. So, and you should have seen, I was babysitting for one of my neighbors actually, who has just a little cute little baby. So it was really kind of fun. No, I don't want to have children. I just like other children because I can give them back. So you guys have a good rest of the evening. I will talk to you tomorrow. Kick butt. Make it a great week. And sorry for the long vlog. Sorry, guys.